After party, baby. We got another verse unit. They're doing the thing. They're doing the thing. Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video. And in today's video, we're taking a look at one of the new Sugo Fests that are coming for the after party of the 9th anniversary. Whitebeard vs Blackbeard from Marineford, coming alongside a Shanks Buggy dual unit. And this particular character is very interesting because it is a verse unit. And verse unit characters, they don't come around very often. And this is literally the second one we've had this year. It's the second Whitebeard we've had this year. Really crazy stuff and very left field. We did see that the silhouette for Treasure Map is an Akainu unit, so a lot of people did predict Marineford was coming, and these particular characters are built for Treasure Map, being the Blackbeard, the Whitebeard, as well as the Shanks Buggy. The banner does seem to be a Treasure Map banner as well as a PK banner as well, so let me know your thoughts and opinions of that new structure in the comment section below. But in today's video, we're going to break down both Whitebeard and Blackbeard, because if you pull this unit, you technically get 2 units, which is actually pretty cool. So huge shout out to the Twitter for the information provided. The infographics are up there if you guys want to go check them out. But we're going to start with the Whitebeard. He is a powerhouse striker with Super Tandem. So Super Tandem with Whitebeard and Final Tap with Blackbeard. Very interesting mechanics. They have Slot Bind and Enrage, which is super interesting. And as you can see there, they have a versatility as well. So Whitebeard's special deals 1 million damage fixed to all enemies that ignores normal effects only. Defense, all defensive effects, which is great. Changes all slots, including block to tandem, and sets the chain multiplier at 2.75, maxing at 35 for 3 turns, which is really good. If the crew's HP is 50% or above, when the special is launched, cuts the crew's HP by 80%, and after 1 turn, boosts Psi and Powerhouse characters. Chain multiply growth rate of normal attacks by 0.6 for perfect. So 0.2 for good, 0.4 for great, 0.6 for perfects, which is very nice because he's obviously a chain boundary unit. And they work exceptionally well together. On top of that, it's going to be really good for Treasure Map because he can just basically bink stages with that 1 million fixed damage. Going through normal attacks only is great. Not a lot of characters can do that, like Roger. The V1 Whitebeard, I'm pretty sure, can do it with level Limb Break 5. Same with V1 Blackbeard with level Limb Break 5. So the 2 of these characters could already do that. Now they've just got to put them together, which is super interesting. But the chain shenanigans seems very interesting. And under something like Nami, I think this character will really thrive. Their captain ability, though, reduces Psi and Powerhouse characters' special charge by 1 turn at the start of the quest, boosts Psi and Powerhouse characters' HP by 1.5, and then their attack approximately by 5.75 when HP is 30% or below, 5.5 times otherwise. Makes tandem slots have matching slot effects and boosts the chance of landing on tandem. The crew cannot be blown away, and reduces despair duration by 10 turns. So, despair kind of is the big gimmick of this character, and you'll see what I mean when we get to Blackbeard. But getting this tandem orb stuff is really nice for a super tandem character. If you guys seen what Nami can do, she like greatly increases it, so that's nice. And another really good character that can be avoid blowaway is actually very it's nice to see as well. Not needed, but like nice to see. Can't be blown away as a crewmate, obviously, and then makes Psi, Dex, and Tandem slots have matching slot effects as if the captain is Powerhouse. 3 slots is always very good. Their super tandem, or sorry, Whitebeard super tandem, applies an attack boost of 2 times to Psi and Powerhouse characters, and applies a minus 20% Powerhouse resistance to all enemies for 1 turn. You need 1 or more either Powerhouse or Striker character, and then 1 of the following Donnies. Ace, Marco, Jozu, Vista, Izo, Foster, any of the Whitebeard pirates really. Speed, Jill, Kural, Flamenco, Atmos, like all those characters. They're all getting rare recruits with this batch too. I'm not going to touch on those until like the Should You Summon video. But it is nice to see that they're all getting a little bit more support. The versatility reduces all damage reduction by 3 turns and boosts the type effects and normal attacks of Psi and Powerhouse characters by 2.5 for 3 turns after you absorb 24 tandem orbs or hit 24 perfect strikes, or do a combination of both. So you very nice versatility to get just hitting perfects or getting tandem orbs, or just doing both in the same turn, which is actually very nice as well. This Whitebeard does seem very interesting on paper. I think he's like sort of just like a little bit above average, I guess. I really like the synergy with the chain shenanigans and stuff, but a big issue I have with this unit is it does state here that you can use strikers in the super tandem. However, the super tandem doesn't give the resistance to strikers, and his captain doesn't boost strikers either, which is super odd. So, but here it just does Psi and Powerhouse. So it's very strange. Why they do this. They just don't add all of it. Plus the resistance is only to Powerhouse. It's not to Psi. But the characters are sort of built up with like building out Powerhouse teams. Once we take a look at his Rumble kit, it also gets a little bit frustrating because They sort of miss out on the striker sort of component there as well. And that's this character's big gimmick in my eyes, because that's why, well, what's going to make them viable, because they just work under Nami. So on a 33-second cooldown, stats are pretty nice being an attacking style. Whitebeard is going to target Powerhouse class teammates for guard up, defense up level 5, and targets 2 high defense enemies for a 40% reduction, targets 2 low defense enemies for attack of 2.7 damage. So a lot of damage there. The HP cut is really, really big. It's really, really nice. Powerhouse haven't really taken off, but look, these buffs might help it actually get off the ground. The Rumble abilities, though, is for Striker, though. So that's why it's like, why? Why are you targeting Powerhouse teammates with your special, but then your passive is literally just boosting Strikers? Strikers get HP up level 6, attack up level 6. The team is 4 teammates or less, self, attack up level 6, defense up level 6. So Strikers don't need the help, per se. Powerhouse definitely do, and I feel like if this was for Powerhouse, it would make the character a lot nicer, because that team would then have some further support. When 7 enemies are defeated, you can activate the GP Burst if you are using this character in Grand Party as a leader. Targets 3 defense enemies for HP 40% reduction, and then targets Powerhouse teammates for a 20% CD. 20% honestly is quite low, in my opinion. When Sanji does like 30% on his special, this should be like 50% to make it kind of viable. But his burst seems kind of dookie, and you have to have 7 teammates defeated. So that means, like, you ain't seeing this turn 1. Like, you ain't seeing this on the first fight. And if you lose 7 teammates, and you lose another 7 teammates on the next fight, you probably lose both fights, and you're not going to see it a second time anyway. So that's kind of a bummer there. The leader skill, though, is for Powerhouse teammates attack up and speed up level 4, mist down level 4 as well. Striker teammates get defense, recovery, HP up level 3, and then side teammates get CT speed up level 2, crit percent up level 2, and blow 8% up level 3. So in Rumble, I really don't like this guy. I think the teams, especially Striker's fine without him. And Powerhouse, unless you're running Powerhouse Striker, you are going to struggle a little bit to get the full synergy out of this guy. But it'll be very interesting to see how this particular functionality works with the HP cutting and all that chunkiness that he can give himself. Plus, his damage is really good too. So it'll be interesting to see what he can actually do there. But look, all in all, I definitely don't hate this Whitebeard. But in my opinion, I kind of like the Blackbeard just a little bit more. This Blackbeard does seem very, very interesting. And whilst he does seem interesting, the Whitebeard, like, he could see more play with under something like Nami. But as for the Blackbeard is a Dex character, a Powerhouse driven, and he is going to have a final tap. So with his final tap, he is not better, but like, I just think that the super tandem of what Whitebeard's trying to do is just a little bit wonky. Blackbeard's special deals 1 million damage, ignoring all defensive effects, including normal attacks only. Changes block slots, or all slots including blocking, into tandem, and boosts Dex Powerhouse slot effects by 2.5 for 3 turns. He then boosts their base attack based on the percentage of HP remaining when the special is launched at 1000 if you're above 51%, 1500 if you're 51 to 21%, and then 1750 if you are below 21%. I think this special, honestly, is very, very good. Any character that can rotate orbs, including block orbs, into a matching slot, and then give an orb boost is incredibly valuable. 2.5 times for 3 turns as well. So good for carrying into the next stage, as well as getting around stuff like Intimidate. On top of that, he's also a base stat booster for 3 turns as well. Base stats has kind of dropped off a lot, but 3 turns of 1750 is like kind of nuts, man. His captain ability reduces Dex and Powerhouse specials by 1 turn at the start of the quest. Dex and Powerhouse gets 1.65 HP. That's a lot of HP. And then boost their attack by approximately 5.75 when HP is 30% or below. 5.5 times otherwise. That makes TND have matching slot effects and increases the chance of landing on them. He then reduces the crew's HP by 10% at the end of the turn. If the crew is inflicted by despair by specials launched by the crew, including supporting characters, or by enemy attack, converts that into a chain boost, a chain multiplier of 1.2 times for 3 turns, regardless of the effect turn. So basically you can just turn all despair into a 1.2 times chain multiplier, which is really, really interesting. Depending on the timing of the enemy attacks, the actual effect, the 1.2 times chain multiplier may become 2 turns. So very interesting mechanic, but obviously Blackbeard's always had this like ability to turn something into a buff, and now they've made it despair, which is just kind of crazy to think that any despair will become a buff for your team, which is nuts. But obviously the way they're trying to like rock these characters is building out a powerhouse team and then running the two of them together. Like Whitebeard gives you all the chain shenanigans, then you get the chain multiplicative with Blackbeard. You have the orbs, you have the base stats, and the orb boost. All you're kind of missing on the team now is like color affinity, which like Shanks and Buggy can do, but they're obviously not powerhouse. And or you could run something like Roger for your attack boost. But again, you are missing that core functionality of them being a powerhouse unit. The crewmate boosts the attack of all characters by 100 and then makes the side decks 10 of slots have matching slot effects as long as your captain is powerhouse. Final tap, when you reach the final battle and you're at 51% or below HP, applies minus 50% dex resistance to all enemies and makes characters normal attacks hit all enemies for 1 turn. I actually really like this final tap. Like it's not like the best final tap in the entire game, but to me it's just way better than seeing something like fucking like stats. The 50% dex reduction to all enemies makes the character immune to makes all characters normal attacks hit all types. The hitting all, not all types, hitting all units. The hitting all units thing is kind of whatever. Like you guys have seen what Kid can do. You're never really going to use it. But the 50% dex resistance is actually really, really good. Like really, really strong. It's only for him though, but this stacks with other resistance. So it's not like you have to override it or you have to worry about, okay, well, I'm bringing a character that already does that. So this is not going to work because this will just add to what you already have if you are applying resistance. His verse effect, same as Whitebeard's, tandem orbs or perfect strikes, 24 of them. Reduce defense up duration by 3 turns and then boost the type effects of normal attacks of Dex and powerhouse characters by 2.5 for 3 turns. So I totally forgot that Whitebeard's a color affinity booster as well. So you can use these particular characters for 3 turns and then you can actually use the Shanks Buggy if you want to just increase this by 0.75. And then you can do like a weird 3.25 and just start the chain with Shanks and Buggy anyway, which could actually end up being like incredibly cracked. Like that could be really strong. So all in all, I'm a big fan of the Blackbeard. As for the Whitebeard though, a little bit less to be desired. But that's because like the Whitebeard's he's super janky with what he's trying to do. What the Blackbeard's trying to do synergizes really, really well. He's kind of like all your attacking power. So let's take a look at him in Pirate Rumble on a 29-second cooldown. He has quite low stats actually compared to what he actually does. He's going to target enemies with a large range for attack down level 10. Wow. Speed down level 10, defense down level 6, and damage over time. I don't like that there's no damage here. I would have liked maybe a HP cut in there. But the nerfing, holy shit. Targets enemies within a large range for attack down and speed down level 10 and then a defense down level 6. Damage over time, by the way, has become a very underrated mechanic. And level 5, that's a lot of damage over time. But I do wish that there was like maybe a HP cut in there somewhere. He also boosts powerhouse class teammates speed up level 6, attack up level 6, miss percent down level 3. If the team is 5 teammates or more, all enemies get attack down level 6. His passive's kind of mid, to be honest. It's a lot of damage output, but like, it's not a lot going for it there, and you need your team to be above 5 teammates for this to work. And I don't think Powerhouse have any like really good like Pirate Festival rare recruits. GP stats after 60 seconds, that's really good. Like 60 seconds of battles is super easy to do. Targets 2 high attack enemies for a 100% chance to halve attack for 30 seconds, and 2 high defense enemies for a 100% chance to halve defense. Targets 2 enemies with high CT for 50% CT delay. So really, really nice actually nerfing there. The halve stats is always really, really good. Obviously, it's going to select the 2 highest attack and the 2 highest defense, which is going to make your damage output a lot better and your tanking capabilities a lot better. Plus, if you can see a special coming, you can use this to sort of stop that happening. Powerhouse class teammates get CT up, speed level 2, speed, crit, and up level 4. Driven get defense, HP, recovery up level 3, and then Dex get attack, crit, blow away up level 3. His GP abilities are definitely way, way lower than most. Very interesting to see why his numbers are so low. But I think he does seem a little bit nicer in regular play. I definitely am a bigger fan of Blackbeard in regular play. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on both Whitebeard and Blackbeard in the comment section below. While you're down there, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff for me. Most importantly, though, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know if you guys are summoning for these characters too, because you bet your ass I'll be going in on the Shanks and Buggy part for sure. Not sure if I'll actually be searching for this verse unit, though. Verse units are very valuable with like a 2-for-1 deal. But enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's